David,
About
what's up, my guy? Good morning.
good morning. Good morning.
Just got a new screen over here. Got the 4K monitor.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, man. Not the round one yet. I may or may not get that. It's still out of stock, and that's the only reason because I just didn't want to wait. But I'm looking to get a new computer now. I just hooked up this new monitor to the computer.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so clear though.
Dang, this shit's melt.
GJ? Yeah, I'm in GJ right now. Got it right up here.
It was a good opportunity, like a 5:30.
Oh yeah.
I got in though last night. It literally did everything.
Oh, you got in last night? You got this whole? Let's go. You grabbed this whole move?
Yeah, look. I'll show you a picture. I took a screenshot too. Look at the time and everything yesterday.
All right, let's see what you got here. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, last night.
Perfect setup too.
Yeah.
Now, what made you think we were gonna break through 152?
Cause I was literally like, we had a clean move to the left. Like I was just waiting. We were so bearish already. We kind of had a head and shoulders. You can see right there for me. But that's what the 30 minutes about. The high time frame was clean. And then after that, I put a fib, and then I saw a perfect fib on the 30 minute. That's why I put the yellow line. That was my goal zone.
This was the fib?
Yep. And then I look at those three candles, like the way they close.
These?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then kind of like the last candle, kind of like retest that SMA, and then this candle just passed this wick, so I took it.
It formed its top wick and then it flipped and passed.
So basically, had like three confirmation of 4.
It's the same exact setup I basically had over here on the 30 minute. Just didn't really make a top wick, but it's still, you saw the volume after this wick up here, retapping this area. So, it's very similar over here to this. And this is something like, this is one of those setups that you really want to journal and make sure that, you're catching it every time. It's beautiful. Low gets created, got these huge bearish candles all the way down here, passing the low of these wicks over here to the left, and then coming right back up to retest this whole area, just like you were saying, the fib level. You get this last touch on this wick, but you got all these weak candles. Like you do have a very strong bullish candle right here, but then this one becomes very weak. What time frame is this?
That's a 30 minute.
30 minute, exactly.
Yep.
Perfect.
That was my entry.
So you get a very weak, you have a very weak bullish candle right over here, very weak bullish candle right over here. This candle rejects this area. It's like a last touch. It's like a last, all right, let me just grab a couple more people on the train before we head out. We touch it. We close bearish. This one creates its top wick, past the low. Rest is history. That's perfect.
Yep, and it should melt all the way down.
Yeah, man. And you woke up in the profits.
Yep, I woke up and I was like, and then like, cause I woke up at like 4:30, so my TP was already hit, right? Cause and then like I kind of saw this opportunity, but I was like, I'm not risking it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Did you secure down here at all?
Yep, no, all the way to the bottom.
All the way
here, 152, 188. Yep, I put up my whole tip of. I used like we were just waiting. For me, I was like just waiting for that drop. Beautiful. Now that we all the way down, it's kind of hard now for me. I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
Because the 4 hour to the left, there's like a lot of, like a lot of like rejections.
The 4 hour, yeah. So
yeah, that's strong. So for me, price to take this again, I'm probably gonna wait for like a retest, but I don't think so. Because maybe from here up, we can start going up again.
Well, let's see. Let's break down the charts for everyone now that everyone's back in here. What's up, boys?
Oh, shit, I didn't notice.
Gary, Stipe, Matei, David, Pat. What's up, Pat?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Let's break down our pairs. Starting with the higher time frames, then we'll move on to gold over here. So, actually, Pat, let's bring it back to. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Awesome. So, Pat, we'll bring it back to looking good, my man. We'll bring it back to this low being created. Remember this? And we were talking about this. What was this? Monday? Is this Monday? No, this is Tuesday. Tuesday morning, we were talking about how we created this low all the way down here. We come right back up on the weekly to retest that consolidation area to the top up there. And then we got this bearish candle forming. It's a weak body, but this candle, once it already created its top wick, it started to flip bearish. And we should have been in from up here. But, we filled this wick and we came all the way right back down to 152 to retest 152. And now we're moving through it. So are we coming down to 149.550 to continue all the way down here to retest these previous lows? That'd be interesting right now if we do get something like that. So let's look at our currency indexes.
Quick one, Steph. Can you go to the monthly?
To the what?
To the monthly?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to further break it down in 1 second. Let me just see where the Japanese yen is at, see where the dollar's at.
I marked off an area on the monthly, which I think it's like testing right now.
Okay. That's not it. Here we go. So the dollar's coming right back down to retest that bullish trend over here on the 4 hour. And just see. So I'm just doing a quick glance and then we'll, wow, okay. We're holding support over here on the Japanese yen. So if we break through this bullish trend that we've been in since what, the beginning of the year? Yep. Since the beginning of the year, we hold the support and break through this, creating a support, retesting that trend, and then continuing right back up. You're going to see a further drop on gold. Let's look at the monthly with Pat. Yeah, look at that. You think we're going to fill this wick?
Yeah, so I'm eyeing that, and also that like support where we're on now on the monthly, like 151 flat. So I marked that out as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
So I've actually been in sales since Tuesday.
Beautiful.
Multiple sales since Tuesday.
Good stuff.
Because I saw, I anticipated rather.
Yes.
Price coming down to touch this 151 area.
Yeah, you were saying that on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And that I remember. Seeing price coming all the way back down. You got these candle body closes over here to the left, and then also these wicks. So price wants to revisit this area. Not to mention that 150 is a very psychological level. So I could definitely see us coming down to 150. Whether we continue down from that, that'd be interesting. But 156, as we said months ago, is going to be a very significant level over here once it reached it. And, with the previous monthly bullish move over here, I didn't think we were going to get this much of a pullback, but it's good that we're getting that because guess what? We're going to find some kind of a support down here. And we know that, Great Britain's in a recovery right now. So we're going to be able to get in at a better price. We might be able to grab a nice swing for the next couple of weeks, possibly. I know most of you guys, it's not your style. But if you grab a scalp and you just hold that thing, let that thing run. I know people that have been in from down here, like 132, right? Pushing all the way right back up to 156. Imagine that move. They knew after Corona, we respected these lows down here, form support, continue right back up. So let's see if we do retest these lows over here, or if we form some kind of a support in here and then we just continue right back up. Could happen. But looking at the daily over here, let's look at some scalp opportunities and take a look at what we just took. Yesterday, we were pointing out the fact that we were respecting this bullish trend, printing higher lows, higher highs, right? And then retapping it yesterday over here, and then forming this resistance. Let's see what we got right here. So right up here, we came up, retested. We had some nice moves the past previous weeks after breaking out of this consolidation, breaking through this, and coming all the way back down to 152. Right, created this low. We come right back up to retest that consolidation area, and then we get a nice move again. 3 consecutive nice moves over here. Basically, 3 consecutive weeks where we just push bearish. We come right back up to retest this area. We create a resistance at this previous support, very clear too, where you start to get like kind of like a retracement over here, weaker candles, and then this candle, like a last touch, like we're talking about David's trade before, and then we just flip bearish, passing the low of these candles on the daily, and then we just push down. So this was, I believe, Tuesday that we had this. Giovanni, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, guys.
How you doing, my man?
Good, man. Chilling.
Good stuff. So we're breaking down GJ right now. So I'm just going to clear up some of these zones right over here. And we're gonna keep moving down. So after creating this order block up here, we ended up breaking out of it and retesting these previous lows here to the left. So this whole zone was pretty significant, where we came in, broke the low of it, created a new low, retested, beautiful candle right here. And you're always looking at possible trades that you could have caught. This is one of them. Created a lower low and a lower high on this candle with a strong body and a nice wick to fill. Even though it does look like we're rejecting this area, we're still retesting this area over here to continue down. Nothing to me yells buys over here. What I'm looking at is the fact that we kind of broke this trend. You can put it right there, but at the same time, yeah, I guess that's it. So anyway, we kind of reacted to that area. That's what we were looking at over here. Reacted to the area, created a support, comes right back up to retest this previous support, and then heads right back down to retest the lows and continues down. Couple of us grabbed this move. I know David grabbed this move. Beautiful right over here. Held this overnight. I grabbed the second part of it this morning. But right over here, as David was pointing out, you have this, it almost looks like a head and shoulders over here, where you retrace a little bit, come down, retest the low, create a support to create a new high up here. But then we break below and we're now back into the range. So now we have like the right shoulder, if you will. So now we break below it, creating a new low, create this resistance right here, and you get these weak candles, just like David was pointing out. This is what we like, where you get a strong bearish move, we come right back up to retest these lows over here. So weak candles, whenever you see these weak candles over here, the previous support, then you're waiting for a strong candle to kind of exit that area. This would have been my telltale, like, okay, maybe we're heading down over here. Could have entered after that candle closed, putting your stop loss about 10 pips away above this wick, and then let this thing ride. And then go to sleep at night. What is this, 1 a.m.? I wouldn't have been awake for this. So anybody that was out for pre-London would have caught this whole move. It's about 130 pips. So that's something that you really want to journal, especially if you guys are trading London. That's a beautiful move that you could have caught. This move over here, what I was looking at this morning when I wrote in, Gary, I didn't see your messages over here. My order got stopped out in profit, 35 pips. Great job. My TP was 58. The TP2 was 120. First came back. Okay. Beautiful, man. So when I wrote that in there, what I was looking at was this candle pushing up, and then flipping bearish, and then it ended up closing bearish. So as soon as this candle created its top wick and then passed the low of that candle, knowing that we were going to get some volume, especially after this move over here, all we needed was a little pit stop. We needed a little resistance, a little, some sellers are cashing out over here, grabbing profits. We come in, buyers take over, and then all of a sudden, sellers come right back in and take over again. This nice candle, I love these candles over here, knowing that we get a hard rejection to the upside, we flip bearish, and then we just continue right back down. Now it looks like we're probably retesting this area to continue down. I'm about 21 pips in profit right now. And I ended up grabbing it. I got some spread, but ended up grabbing it as we passed the low of that candle. Maybe a little bit late. I could have entered a little bit earlier, but it looks like I entered as soon as we passed the low of this bullish wick as well. So below the previous bearish candle and the previous bullish candle right over here. Take this down. Nice safe entry. I was contemplating managing risk over here with the 5 minute, creating the support over here and retracing, because we pushed all the way down here and then we ended up closing bullish. But once we got this bearish candle right over here, closing below this low, this is where you could have doubled your trade. Where you enter based on the 15 minute as we pass below, 5 minute does that, and then we end up creating that beautiful setup right over here. After that next bullish bearish candle, you could have entered another position, taking this all the way down to retest these lows. There's another opportunity right over here as well on the 5 minute. If you guys trade the 5 minute, because now looks like we just retested the previous lows over here, these previous wicks. It's so simple. Like, how simple is trading? It looks like we're probably going to be retesting this wick down here. You wait for your setup. These are easy setups for us, and that's it. Get a nice fake out, knowing that price, okay, if we close right back into this range over here, there's a high probability that we retest these lows. And there's another probability, it's a little bit less of a probability that we'll break through that support and continue down. But there's a high probability that we'll retest these lows down here. That makes sense, guys?
Yeah.
Let's check out the, got a new monitor. Got the 4K over here, but I wish I had a, what's it called? Wish I had like a webcam for it. Maybe that's the next thing. Because I feel like everything is clearer on there and it'll be clearer for you. Let's see.
Did you just say you got a 4K monitor?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get
that? Best Buy. Yo, is it? Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's it called? Is this clearer for you than the previous screen?
I don't really think it makes a difference for us.
Looks the same.
Okay, cool. Well, that's kind of good news, because I got my webcam on this one and I thought it was wasn't as clear. I gotta turn this on.
When did you get that?
Yesterday.
Nice. What size?
It is a 20. No. What size is this? Hold on. This is about. In the box away. It's like a 38 or a 40. It's pretty big. Like right now I have a 27 on my computer, but this one is way bigger.
Nice one.
So this was a nice 5-minute setup right over here on GJ. I don't know if anybody caught it, but I already grabbed, I'm still in it, so that's why I just kind of stayed out of it. But let's check out gold right over here. Wow, gold made a liquidity grab. So right now it's 651. I would wait. What I would have done is probably caught this as we were passing the high after this bullish candle closing back in the range. We would have caught this candle right here as we pass the high of that candle. So let's break this down on the higher time frames. We finally filled that wick over here. Wow, this is beautiful. Creating this support right down here. Bullish candles, 2 consecutive bullish candles after forming support over here. Now we passed the high of this wick, but before we created this wick, right? Nice bullish candle above resistance, above the previous resistance with a wick to fill. These 2 candles consecutively just fill the wick. So now where are we going? We have this resistance right up here that I see price pushing up into. After we pass the high up here, now you could possibly, see some, just want to set this up. I want to wait for some kind of a support to form right now so that we can take this up on the lower time frames. But this is something, all right, awesome. This is something I would have taken. Here, I'll break it down on TradingView so it's a little clearer. So now, as we created this new high up here, that was that wick. And we come right back down to retest the previous resistance, creating a support, nice clean candles over here, coming all the way back up and retesting these candle body highs, right? Then we come down and grab liquidity one more time before we head right back up and close above this area. Nice strong close. So you mark that off and a previous support over here to the left as well. So now price comes all the way back down to retest this zone, grab liquidity, and then flip bullish to continue up. Now, this morning, this was another pair I was saying that we had a really good opportunity that we could take this up. This candle ended up rejecting and closing above that resistance. This candle came all the way back down, grab liquidity, and then flip bullish. Now, this is almost like a fake out. We have this support right here, right? Price closes below it, closes right back into the range on the 15-minute, and then we continue right back up. So that's why I would have been able to enter after this bullish close over here, anticipating price to push right through the resistance and continue up. Now, this is more of a riskier trade because you're trading inside the zone, but if you've seen this enough, you know that this is probably going to be heading up, especially with a higher time frame setup. So now that we don't have that yet, let's look at our actual target, not this big zone over here. Here we go. Now we know price is coming up to 1825. Nice psychological number. You have this previous resistance right over here. Price is closing above it. You know what, to be honest with you, we can also just do this, just so it's more neat. And we can do look nicer over here. It's resistance over here. So now what I'm looking for, you got the fake out, a beautiful fake out over here. Now what I'm looking for is kind of like a retest or some kind of a support formed in here so that we can take this out, just like yesterday. So let's see what we got in the 5-minute. 5-minute created this high, right? Clear high above these candle body highs, this resistance. Nice. We're coming down to retest this area. Now we should be continuing right back up. So this is something I'm looking to take as a second and final trade of the day over here, but I'm not rushing it. Right now, we have 4 minutes to the hour close. So there's no point of taking this right now. Wait for the hour close. Be patient. If you miss it, you miss it. No big deal. Plenty more opportunities for you. Not to mention, you do have unemployment claims coming out in about an hour and a half. Unemployment claims coming out today. Crude oil inventories. Let's see. Unemployment rate coming out of China. Not China. Interest sentiment. Yeah, the 5 minute just flipped bullish, but again, we need, after this hard rejection over here, I'm wondering if we're even going to get a bottom wick after this candle closes. We very well could, but we could also just continue bullish through here. Wow, look at that. Gold wants to push up. But again, in my rules, I'm not going to take a trade 3 minutes before the hour closes. It just doesn't make sense. Especially on gold. Gold always creates that bottom wick most of the time. So, there we go. All right. So David called a trade. Steve Bay, you catch anything this morning? You trade London?
I got gold.
You got gold?
Hour ago. Yeah,
Did
half
you
an
get
hour
this
ago.
move?
15 minutes. No. Get on 15 minutes.
15 minute.
You see the first support up there. Few candles on the right, up there, in that consolidation up there.
Oh, right up here?
There, you see that support.
Yep.
When that support formed and that first bullish candle retested that wick on the left from yesterday and closed bullish. Yeah.
Okay.
There, and when that candle made it slow, I got entry on retracement till the upside. I got 20 pips.
Oh, beautiful. And you just closed the full thing up here? You closed the full thing?
Yeah, 20 pips. Exactly 20 pips.
Beautiful, man. And that's your only trade for today?
Yeah, I missed this one. So
yeah, this is we were breaking down GJ, so one pair at a time. Unfortunately, sometimes we miss trades. But let's see if we get this high created, because this could be good news. This could be, all right, this is awesome. The higher it creates, we got to get some kind of a retracement. You know, people need to get in at a better price down here, and buyers are going to cash out. Once reaching 1818, which is a psychological number, we should be coming down to create some kind of a bottom wick on the 1 hour. Let's see if we get that. GJ. Previous lows down here. So could gold be coming right back down to this area to retest? Is anybody looking at this today?
On gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Awesome, beautiful.
I have the same move. I want to get the same move.
Good stuff. Oh, the same move as this?
Yep. The retest on the 5 minute. Nice little support. We can take it up.
1824. So let's see what we get over here. We want some kind of a support formed over here, previous resistance. Matei, Chris, what's up, buddy? What's up, guys? I know Chris probably can't talk. So let's see what we get right over here.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing amazing, man. How about yourself?
Good, bro. Good.
Miss
Doing
you,
much
buddy.
better. Miss y'all boys too, man.
I know. I hope you're doing all right.
I'm doing good, bro.
Let me know if you did want to hop on that Zoom and just talk things through, and I got you.
Okay.
So it looks like we're getting that perfect retest that we're looking for over here. This is beautiful. Chris, you been trading at all, or just kind of keeping to yourself? No? Get Pat over there with his burner phone. All right, so I want to look at some fundamentals to see what we got going on here. Since Wednesday. This is beautiful right here. Perfect. Steve, do you trade gold at all? Yeah, you do. You trade gold. Giovanni, you been trading?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. How you doing?
With my brother, we traded agent the other day.
Oh, really? How'd that go?
We caught a nasty ass move, man.
On gold or?
On gold, yeah.
Nice.
And if we would have held it, we could have had 260 pips.
What happened?
This whole move, I predicted it.
Wait, oh, your brother caught it?
Yeah, me and him caught it.
Nice.
We caught it around 1794, 500. That was an entry. There was a sexy candle there.
Right around here?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
We could have just held it. We caught it on the 15 minute.
That's awesome.
I'll tell you the exact point. 1795, 183.
All right, David, there you go. Catch a move, get out.
Well, support was formed on the 1 hour. I mean, the 1 minute.
That's what you're calling on? 15 minute. Do you have a chart like a journal trade? What's going on? All right.
On the 1 minute, support was formed already.
Where?
On gold.
I can't go back on
No, gold.
I know. It's
Nice
just hard to go back on MetaTrader.
No. Right now.
Oh.
What about now?
I thought you were talking about
No, we'll go over that later, just in case we missed his move.
You're right.
A nice little entry is a bullish engulfing pattern right there.
I love this setup right over here. The fact that we're retesting this whole zone over here, and this is what we wanted to retest. Anywhere in here. If we get, I'll wait for that Let's see.
I like the setup on 1 minute, man. I just entered on the.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same. Take a cowboy trade right now.
I don't think so, man.
I'm saying, you know, for my my rules. What is it? 706? Yeah, we could take this. Wait for this 1 minute to close. Here we go. It's a good call, Giovanni. So it's a beautiful setup right over here. 5 minute just needs to hold like this. 15 minute. Hopefully we can flip.
Let's go secure 10 pips already.
Beautiful. Oh. About 7.
Beautiful. Good shit, bro.
It's Giovanni. 10 pips.
That's all you need, man. 10 pips and that's
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Now you're catching on.
That's all you need, man.
I love it. Yeah, man. Like I said, you go through that experimental phase where you're trying different things out, which is good, you know. And like I said, it's a lot different than strategy hopping. It's pulling from different people. You know, you're going through Q banks and trying different things, which is good. Like experimenting, learning, taking notes, understanding the way different people trade. But then you come right back to understanding that all you need is 10 pips per day, and you can make a very good living. I actually didn't mean to close the full thing, but whatever.
Hey, it's a win, man. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. That's a great call.
But what that move that I was talking about, the whole 200 something pips.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look at before.
Yeah,
I
wanted to hold it, man.
Yeah, those are difficult, huh?
I'm gonna send it to you now.
Send that over. So we'll see how this plays out. Pat, how's work going?
Extremely busy.
What happened?
Fuck out of here, man. That's been yeah, I think just the COVID situation is leading to a lot of complications.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our clients that owe us money are defaulting on their payments. And so there's been a lot of back and forth, you know, between like legal teams and whatnot.
Sure.
So it's just it's a very tricky, sensitive situation to manage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been a bit stressful. But to be honest, man, like my mind hasn't like, I don't know, maybe because I've been so focused on the charts. Like I just go into these meetings and I'm like, no, okay, whatever. You know, like my mind is not really like, it's not really there.
Sure.
Which is bad and is good in a way, but
yeah,
is what it is.
Well, you're doing really well at trading, so I mean, this might get you out of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's been an exciting month and a half, that's for sure. It's been a great week. I think I'm going to call it for the week because I've made 230 pips between Tuesday and today.
Let's go.
So yeah, I'm just gonna call it for the week. Honestly, yesterday was also exciting. Like I closed on my first investment property.
Nice. Where's that, in South Africa?
Yeah.
Good stuff. A lot of big things happening.
Yeah. So that was exciting. That was really exciting.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Listen, what you're going through now with work, If anyone can handle it, it's you. It's just adversity. So it's like you look at that and you say, good. You know, come on, let's go. Bring it on. Bring a little bit more on. And if you have that attitude, nothing's gonna get to you. I know it's not the ideal attitude. It's not like, you know, obviously you want to, you know, think about it and let it get to you a little bit. It's not that you want to do that, but like you're naturally pulled towards being like that. Like, fuck, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? I don't want this to be happening with work right now. But guess what? This just makes you stronger, makes you better at your job. Especially like how, obviously in the beginning of COVID, what you had to do with work, letting some people go. Remember that? That's hard too. And the way we talked about that, you got through it. And I look at what you're doing now. And it's just adversity. And at some point, you're going to be able to get out of that. You're taking all the right steps to get out of that job and into trading full time, investing full time with properties and real estate. So it's only a matter of time, dude. Just doing all the right things and keep it up.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, like I said, everything, you know, you get to a point in life where you don't really attach emotion to the good or the bad things. Obviously, you know, like me being a Christian, like I believe in always having gratitude.
Yep.
You know, and I have gratitude even for the bad things as well, because those are learning opportunities, to be honest with you. You know,
absolutely.
I think the hardest thing for me in recent times was having to let people go, because it's a lesson at the expense of people losing their livelihoods. And
that's hard.
That's hard.
Now, were these people furloughed? Did anyone come back or no?
No. So we were able to work out ways in which these guys can still operate in an independent consulting capacity.
Okay.
You know, at least still allowing them to make some money, you know, and not completely going dry. But still, that is not, you know, it's not the same as having that certainty that, you know, at the end of the month, I have this coming in, and it's not the same, you know.
You lose that certainty.
Measure. Yeah.
Teach them how to trade.
Oh. Sorry, what?
I said teach them how to trade. So they don't need that certainty anymore.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I've always thought about like whether, you know, like teaching is not for everyone.
Definitely not.
I am passionate about teaching, but I'm more passionate about teaching things around like life experience, you know, like things that I have learned through my experience, and, you know, like wisdom and so on and so forth, you know, also like just the right principles and how to behave, how not to behave, you know, sort of thing. But when it comes to trading, I honestly don't think, and obviously I don't know, but as of right now, I don't think I will ever really get into that position where I wanna actively teach.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I think I would prefer to be more of a mental, emotional coach for trading, rather than like do it like this, do it because of how I realize I've learned, right? Where like I don't learn from that do it like this approach. It's just like I told you last time, right? Like I learned from, and it's just like what you're saying now, where it's like by having exposed myself to like a lot of, you know, a lot of different guys, you know, who talk. As long as I trust you, like the way I trust you, you know, I believe what you're saying, Rakil, Uncle Ted, you know, I believe what you're saying. Then I really take it in and I start to form my own ideas around things. And it's reached a point now where like I'm learning so much material. However, I'm seeing I'm connecting the dots where, you know, what you call a wick fill, somebody else is calling this, somebody else is calling that. But then you see like the thread connecting everything. And it's like, man, fuck, trading is actually simple.
Oh yeah. And you know, with that verbiage, first of all, that goes into every industry, right? So like like a professional sports, like a football. People have different playbooks. You know, you have the same play, but it's just different verbiage as far as how the play goes. And you know how long a play takes for a quarterback to say. It takes like, 5 seconds of just like random words. But like those random words are the same thing in somebody else's playbook. It's the same, like, stretch run to the right or like a hitch pass to the left. It's the same exact thing. So, and then also what you were saying, like that's exactly what you need to do as far as like pulling from different people and understanding what works for you and what makes sense to you and adding that into your arsenal, adding that into your toolbox. And I'm the same exact way when it comes to like the emotional coach. Like that's my specialty. That's what I do. That's what I focus on. Like I'm not sitting here saying I'm a crazy trader as far as technicals and fundamentals. I always say this, but when it comes to emotion and how to handle yourself like a professional and in the market and how that translates, I'm all for it. That's the way I like to teach. If I can help you with fundamentals, I've read from a lot of different people. And a lot of pro traders will tell you it's funny. Like a lot of pro traders are thieves because you're taking from different people, right? You're giving them credit, unless you're immoral, but you're taking from all these different people, all these different olive branches, and then adding it into your own arsenal and calling it your own. But you earn the right to call it your own by back testing and improving on it, improving on what other people teach you, taking that and then making it even better. And that's why you journal. That's why journaling is so important. So, yeah, I think, not everyone likes to teach. That's kind of how it is. It's very difficult, right? It's very difficult trying to get the most out of people when it doesn't, when the other side isn't giving their all. So it's we can do our part, but you guys, you really have to do your own part as well. And that's the frustrating part. Other than that, it's so much joy and so much like, meeting people all over the world and all that stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And creating relationships and friends. And that's what life's all about anyway. So
100%. Like I say, man, when next I'm in the States, I'm definitely seeing you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This makes the journey so much more worth it. Because it's like trading is lonely, man.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's be honest. We all get in this for the money. We all get in this to make some money, right?
Yeah.
And then you get in to make the money, but then you realize, like, oh my God, I love this. But then again, like, what am I doing? I do this every single morning. I wake up every morning, sitting here by myself trying to trade. But like, there's so many more avenues to this industry that you can get out of it, like a community, and find different people, or I don't know, you can take those profits and move them into something else. But there's so many different avenues that you can go in trading, where you could take your price action from Forex and move that into stocks and start trading some stocks. Learning fundamentals with Forex as well, learning how, like, listen, when we're learning fundamentals, we're paying attention to GDP, we're paying attention to interest rates, we're paying attention to all, CPI, PPI, all that stuff. But when you have that knowledge, you can now take that into the more micro sense of actually looking at companies instead of whole countries. And now you're studying balance sheets. Now you're studying income statements. You're studying these people and looking into these people running these companies. Is this company in good hands? Is this something I want to buy and invest in? There's different kinds of investments too. Growth investment and value investment. And that's what you want to look at. As far as like what kind of style you are, just like fundamentals and technical kind of a trader in Forex. There's different styles in stocks. So you can take this knowledge and bring that into something else. But the main thing is finding the community and trading with people on a daily basis, catching wins with each other. There's no better feeling.
Yeah. No, absolutely, I agree. It's just speaking to that point. So like one of the next steps that I'm taking, I just signed up for an economics program course. And,
nice. Where at?
One of the top business schools here. Solely because of like trading, I've always wanted to be How do I explain it? You see,
Well
like
versed.
yeah, exactly. Something that you're starting, you're applying now as well, where you go into the fundamentals. You're able to speak the lingo and connect the dots. I've always been interested in being that kind of trader, and I think I got that after I was exposed to Ted. Just the way in which he breaks down the market and so on and so forth.
Yep.
Obviously, it comes with experience and whatnot. You also do the same. Sharma does the same. But there was an aspect of it where, like later on in life, when a person asks, "So what do you do?" and you're like, "Well, I'm in investing and in trading." You know, that's if unless you know like fundamentals, like it's hard to carry the conversation on further from there.
Yeah.
What are you going to talk about? What I trade support and resistance? Person, what the fuck are you talking about? Sort of thing.
Well, I mean, majority of people don't know what, macroeconomics are, or they don't know, they can't hold that conversation either. But that's
Sure.
where that sets you above them, where you're just explaining things to them and they're like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know how important GDP was for a country and how we operate, and you're teaching them, and that might be even better than just holding a conversation with someone.
100%. So that's pretty much like some of the strategic thinking, some of the circles like I'd want to get in, knowing that stuff makes it easier.
This is a website, Khan Academy. Have you heard of this?
I have, but I have just like in passing.
It's awesome. This is
Really?
they have a whole course, and you can also see this right here. Courses. These are free, by the way. And this guy started this from like his basement basically, and just made this huge, like he's got a wealth of knowledge where he also hired other people that are specialized in these subjects. But this whole thing on economics right here, macroeconomics, microeconomics, but right now looking at macroeconomics, it's got these whole lessons, this whole like set of lessons over here that you would basically learn at a university. Obviously, it may be more, in depth in some of these universities, but introduction to macroeconomics, and it does introduction. It's got all these videos over here, right over here, just teaching you about economics and where they came from and all that stuff. But my personal opinion, I think economics and history are the two most important subjects people learn in school. Other than that, school is more for, get to class on time, develop relationships, make sure that you get your homework assignments in on time, and have that basic, standardized testing knowledge where you're able to test in an environment like that. But other than that, the only subjects that are as, super important is history, personal finance, and economics, because then you know how the world works. Then you get an idea of how you think, maybe even politically, how you believe that your country should be running, and you get a good idea of that instead of getting your opinions from somebody else or getting your opinions from your family or your friends or anybody like that. You can form your own opinion by understanding any kind of basic economics and understanding how the world works.
Not true. Well, I would also add mathematics to that.
Yeah, math is super important as well. Not some of the more in-depth math, I would say.
Yeah,
trigonometry.
Yeah.
How often are you going to take that into the real world? Math is definitely important, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But no, I agree with you. Completely agree. Oh, so an interesting thing that I've been doing over the 2 weeks. So I think like yesterday when I said I tripled my account. It's not because like I've been like strict with risk management. No, like I have in over the past 2 weeks experimenting, with just, it was something that you said and Rakil said, where there was like almost like an emotional step and psychological process when you increase like lot sizes. Things. So I started 2 weeks ago. I was trying to see how do I respond emotionally and psychologically, to increasing lot sizes, and then I was like noting down all the little thought processes I was having, the behaviors that I was having, and so on. So I have been like over leveraging over the past 2 weeks, like quite incrementally. But then, you know, what I took out of that exercise was like, me, I am a bit risk averse, if that makes sense. You know, I'm a bit risk averse, and that was playing out in the markets by me like cutting my wins a bit too soon, and constantly like monitoring my trades, you know, and so on. So those were like all the side effects that I witnessed from you know, moving my lot sizes up. So yeah, I think as a result of that, I have been able to obviously then make a lot more money than I would have if I just like, you know, stayed with my actual risk and lot sizes and so on. So yeah, that was an interesting exercise, man.
That's all. So did you go back, or are you still doing it?
No. So now that I've like seen the results, and also been pushing a bit hard, and you know, given like all the trades that have worked out in my favor, especially after today, you know, after today's trade, this morning's bearish push, I'm like, you know, nah, it's let me go, because I don't want to make this a habit.
Okay.
I don't want this to stick. So I'm like, nah, let me just call it quits for the week, and then next week I go back to like normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So explain for us like what you were feeling with that first trade. Like, how much more percentage did you risk, and then like what were your thoughts going through it, and like then eventually like how did this all help you?
Sure. So my first trade, let me see, I think it was like typically I was doing like 0.05 on my $1,000, right?
0.05. Okay, so 5 cent lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the first trade, I increased it to 0.1, right? 0.1, which was like 10% risk per trade.
Wow.
You know, which is a lot more. But then let me go back to my notes that I took when I opened that trade. Okay, here it is.
Get an hour until unemployment, by the way, guys.
So these are some of the notes that I just scribbled down. Feeling very anxious.
Okay.
All of a sudden.
This is great that you wrote these notes down too.
Yeah. All of a sudden, not as confident in my trades. Maybe because if it goes against me, I lose a lot more. Remind yourself this is an experiment. Post observations. Anxious throughout the trade process. Trade went in positive. Started getting excited. Have to manage that. Be emotionless. Further observations, constantly monitoring charts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those were like what I recorded during my first trade.
And that's awesome. Are those like the AARs you were doing?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, those are so powerful, because now you can go back and look, not only looking at your Trello journal, if you do it on Trello, but also looking at just your thought process and what you're feeling, because you can very well write it in there, but if you're writing down like a journal, I think it's so much more powerful. That's just my personal opinion. I've heard from other people as well that it works for them insanely well as well. And Trauma and I were talking about this in our episode yesterday. We're about to post it up, but we were talking about how writing things down is so much more powerful. And when you're reading a book, sometimes in the book, especially self-help books, they'll tell you like, do this exercise at the end of the chapter. Naturally, you're thinking, I don't have to do that. Like, fuck that. It's stupid. I'll just read the next chapter. I get what they're saying. Let's move on to the next thing. But with some of these things, it works. Like, it works. When you're writing to yourself, yeah, you can talk to yourself, but that conversation is only going to last in that mindset. And then, maybe by tomorrow you might forget it. But if you write it down and then you read your thoughts from the previous day, it's so powerful. And think about how much people used to do this in the past. Think about like Napoleon or like any of these world conquerors. You think they weren't writing things down of how they thought, how they handled a battle, how they handled whatever situation they were going through? That's all they had. That's the only kind of entertainment they had.
Sure.
So like, why wouldn't we be doing that today? Just because we have visual and audio?
Yeah, sure.
I highly recommend doing it, guys. I talk about it all the time. And you see how much it's helping Pat. So, motherfucker tripled his account.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so that was the experiment. Post, what did I learn from it? It just like the very dangerous makes like if it works in your favor, it reinforces a bad habit. And that's very, very dangerous. And also like just over leveraging for me made me deal with emotions that I thought I had, or brought back emotions that I thought, I had like overcome, so maybe like certain aspects of doubt, getting too excited, I guess just getting too emotional, sort of thing. So those were a lot of the observations that I made in the process.
Yeah, this is, you're not supposed to over leverage, right? One thing that you can do though is add money to your account, because your account, you should be looking at it like a play account, basically. Not foolishly, not where you're like, oh, I could blow this money, or I could just. You need to go into every trade fully willing that you're going to lose that trade, or fully knowing that you may lose that trade, and you're completely fine with it. You are going to manage risk. That's different. Make sure that you manage risk, but you need to be okay with losing that money. And if you're not okay with losing that money, you're either going to hold out of trades that you should be taking, you're going to close profits way too early, or you're going to not want to manage risk at all, because you're leveraging way more money, and now you're just hoping and praying that price is going to go in your direction. So it gets into a dangerous game. Now, when it comes to like wanting to risk more, that's where you take other funds from any kind of investment or work that you're saving up. I always tell you guys how to divvy up your money. 55% of your income you should be living on. The other percentage you should be divvying up and paying yourself first before you pay your bills. So you should be paying 10% into an investment account that you can now, once you get more confident, more better at trading, you can invest that money into your trading account. So that's when you start upping your risk. When you start, depositing more and more funds into your trading account. But I think with what you're doing right now, you got a taste of risking a little bit more. I think you should probably do like one of those funny town challenges and see how that works. Try it out with 25,000. It's a demo account. It's, it's a lot easier to manage risk. I could tell you that, when it's not your money, and you're closing losses and you're closing in a loss. But like securing, it's not your money. It's not your hard-earned money. That's why I always say there's levels. There's demo accounts. Then there's a challenge account, like a funded account. And then there's your real money, that hard-earned money that you've earned in the workplace. But,
do you pay for the demo account?
You pay for the challenge. So the challenge is like 150, and you pass the challenge. You pass both phases, and then you get one of the elite accounts. And then I think you get about three accounts from there. So if you get $300,000 challenges that you just beat, that's $300,000 that you're trading with. and you're making 80% of the profits from that.
Wow.
So you're risking 2% of $300,000. What is that? 3,800 times 2%. 6,000. It's 6,000 a day. So times that by 80%, making $4,800 a day. That's a life changer. If you have the skill and you have the money to do the challenge account, you know, you guys know my stance on that. It's always been kind of the opposite way. I never wanted to give my profits to another company. I wanted to, you know, trade my hard-earned money, because I always know that, you know, your skill set and your levels in trading, the highest level is trading with your own money. So if I'm already doing that, why would I go into a funded account? Where instead, if I just flip my mindset, where it's like, okay, you can leverage this, where you don't have to be paying them 80% for the rest of your life or for the rest of your career. You can take those funds, instead of blowing them or spending them, put that into an account. Just like I told you to divvy up your money, now that's income. So you divvy up that percentage, putting that into a trading account, and then all of a sudden, eventually, you have $300,000 of your own money that you could be trading with. And now you're not paying anything besides commission to somebody else. So, yeah, it took a few people to switch my mind about that, but it worked. Especially listening to the people that are well established, and they're doing really well with it. So, you know, I was like, you know what, that does make sense.
You have a lot of people that you connect with that are like sort of like OGs in trading. Definitely
Raquel's circle. So like Monty, I talk to a lot. I talk to Ted a lot. I love Ted. I got the wrong opinion of Ted right from the beginning, and we really, just because of how harsh he is on some of the live streams. So like my first opinion of him was, wow, this guy's really harsh, but he knows what he's talking about. But we developed a great relationship, and we talk all the time. But Monty, Kerwin, Raquel, haven't talked to Raquel in a couple of weeks since I haven't had my Instagram. But obviously Sharma, Jevin.
I have an interesting opinion of Jevin, but yeah, it's just me.
You ever what?
I said I think I have, like what you said about having an opinion on Ted. I think I have that on Jevin, or
I definitely do. I don't want to go too in depth with it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think he has a little bit more growing up to do. I don't know. That's probably all I'll say about it.
Yeah. For me, that's important in me connecting with. Remember, I said this from the beginning, and you said so as well. You know, it's like you can be as I don't care how successful you are as a trader. Like that's your success. It's not going to make a difference in my life. But if you don't have certain principles and so on that I can resonate with, quite frankly, I just keep it moving. You know.
And don't get me wrong, very good at what he does. You know, that doesn't change it. That's like my opinion growing up as a Jets fan with Tom Brady. Hated Tom Brady. Not that I hate Jevin, but hated Tom Brady. But I always respected him. I always knew he was the best. I was like, you know what, this guy. But now that relation, or that like feeling about him, completely reversed. Like I have so much respect for Tom Brady. I actually like him. I root for him in Tampa now. And if you knew me maybe 5 years ago, you would have been like, you're absolutely crazy. You hated him. Like it just, you know, destroyed my childhood. But no, he I mean, listen to this work ethic about Tom Brady. Like, how do you not respect this? This is Charles Barkley talking about Tom Brady in golf, not even football. So imagine what he's like in football. Crazy.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
Crazy.
Insane. Yeah.
Yeah, listening to people like, or about people like that, like Mark Wahlberg waking up at like 2 in the morning to work out. All these very successful people, I pull different things from them, just like for trading. Pulling different things from Michael Jordan, watching The Last Dance, Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, all these people. There's so much you could pull from, different attitudes about things, the way they handle their bodies, the way they work, the way they study the playbook on a daily, the way they balance their family life, which is probably the most important. Because let's be real, as entrepreneurs, there's not much balance. It's very hard. It's almost impossible to have the balance, and it could work, but if you want to be the best, there's not going to be much balance for you. And that's mainly in the beginning of your career, to be honest, like the first 5 years of starting that business, of starting whatever you're starting. You do find balance down the road, maybe a little bit more than you would because you scale your business, you hire more people to handle what you would be handling now. But in the beginning, like right now, very hard to have balance.
Yeah.
Eventually, you start to gain more and more balance, more and more time. You're buying your time back. That's when you guys got to shift your mind a little bit more. And I know you guys don't think like this, but shifting your mind from wanting to buy that car or wanting to impress those people that you really don't even like, you want to shift your brain into, I want to buy my time back so I can spend it with my family, so I can use it on other businesses, whatever the case may be. But you're buying your time back right now with this trading. Because think about it, you make a monthly wage, or you're all eventually going to make a monthly wage of some ordinary person in 30 seconds. Think about that. Now think about what it takes to get to that. Think about what it takes for doctors to become a doctor. My fiance's cousin just, finally got her job up in I don't know what hospital she's in, but she did medical school down in Florida. She did residency down in Florida. Now she landed a job in Jersey, getting paid very well now, or she's about to. She just started orientation, but she moved back up to Jersey. But she's been in school for 10 years. Think about the tests. Think about like having to learn about the human body and all these different parts and these crazy words, all the studying, all the testing to become a doctor and to make those wages. Think about lawyers, learning the Constitution, reading about every single law, every single case, studying the way lawyers, perform and all that stuff. Now you're in the highest paid, besides sales. Sales is the highest paid business in the world, right? And if you're in a business that can make exponential amounts of money, that's the highest paid job in the world is sales. Now, when it comes to trading, if you think you're just going to come into this and in 6 months you're going to be super successful, when you really didn't put as much work in as some of these other people that are making crazy money in life, then how do you expect to be successful?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of mind shift that you need to have, where it's like, all right, there's a lot of work I need to put in right now. Maybe I'm losing right now. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm in the losing streak. Maybe I need to do a little bit more right now to make sure that I'm set. I'm doing much better.
Yeah, sure.
That's GJ.
Yeah, I think GJ is I think it's sort of like reacting to that psychological level and previous support of 151.
This is perfect. It's holding this resistance, kind of like what we were talking about over here. These weak candles putting sideways of each other. It's kind of like in an order block right now before continuing down. It looks like all these top candles.
It might consolidate for a bit.
It could, but I do like this bearish candle right over here formed. We're still holding this resistance over here. Holding this resistance over here and then we get this bearish candle forming with a wick to fill passing the low of that candle. This candle created a top wick, and now 7:46, very important to look at time. This is where you get that volume push. So you may see a nice drop to retest these lows. Now that I'm still in the trade, hopefully we get that. But you know, you study these moves, you've seen them all the time. Just get rid of this. But this is that time period. I say it almost every day. Anywhere from 7:45, even sometimes 7:30 to 8 o'clock. Nice volume pushes on GJ. These are the little things that you want to pick up on. Gold is forming this support right over here. And this is where you get a strong volume push as well. I'm contemplating re-entering gold over here. Giovanni, you still on this or you got out?
I got stopped out.
Got stopped out? At break even or stopped out?
Break even. And stop.
Problem is this 15-minute candle has no bottom wick over here. And we have unemployment coming in. So if we pass the high of this candle, maybe I'll enter 1%. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, bro. Shoot, just on the bus right now.
What was that?
I said I'm doing good, bro. Just on the bus on the way to work.
Nice.
I caught gold. So with y'all boys.
Oh, good trade. You got that 10 pips?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good job, man.
Beautiful. Good thing, Giovanni, for that one.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you.
My man.
He called that out on the 1 minute. Once he said that, I hopped in.
I know. I looked at it. I was like, wait a minute. We may have something here. So you've been trading, Chris, or you're just kind of getting back into the swing of things?
Yeah, I'm just getting back in the swing of things. I basically just took off just with the family back home in Atlanta.
Nice. Okay. Good stuff, man. See, the thing is with gold right now, the reason I don't want to re-enter this is because we just created this high up here and we got unemployment coming out. So are we going to continue to consolidate in here?
That's your candle right there, man. On the 15.
I know.
Usually that candle that has a huge top wick and a small bottom wick.
Yeah.
It gets filled up.
I already caught 2 wins today.
Yeah, I think you should. That's it. To trade today.
Think I should what?
You did good today. 2 wins.
Yeah. Yeah, no reason to get greedy.
But this would have been a nice second trade right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna analyze this. Just watch it happen. We got unemployment coming out.
I was making my shake when this happened, so I couldn't get it.
How's work been?
Good, man.
Yeah?
Still haven't heard anything from the schools.
Really?
Yeah. It take forever, man. I think they let me know by like August.
Oh, okay. So they at least give you a date range.
Around there. August, September.
Okay.
I have till December. That's when the deadline is.
Wow.
Yeah.
To find out?
Sometimes people find out in October, November.
Wow. That's crazy. You'll get it, man. Is your brother going through it, or he already did it?
No, yeah, we're doing the same process.
He's in the same process. Okay. How's he doing with trading?
Yeah, I fucked up yesterday.
What happened?
He's trading in the consolidation. Went for buys and he just got smashed.
Damn. No bueno. Oh, you don't trade in that shit. Not even worth it.
What kind of entry did you see in this?
So we said we could probably get a drop on GJ with this formation over here. This candle looking like it's passing the low. It's going to continue down and retest these lows. I could definitely see it. Let's look at the other time frames. Yeah, we should definitely fill this wick down here.
Look at that hard rejection too.
Right here?
Sexy candle.
Oh, yeah. This morning I woke up and saw that and got excited.
Look at that one, another one there.
Right here?
Yeah, that's even better. I like that. I like those kind of setups.
Me too. Perfect.
Easy money.
Easy money, baby. All right. I love this screen. It's so much bigger. Clearer too. It makes MT4 not look so bad.
Do you know much about wiring up monitors?
What's up, buddy?
Do you know much about wiring up monitors so you can have like, well, you obviously got two now, but
do I know about monitor wiring them?
Yeah, like when you have two, because obviously I got my old monitor.
Yeah.
I was going to try and wire it up as well, but it hasn't got any like extra ports or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's anything on like a special cable I could get or anything like that.
Well, I use an HDMI cable.
Yeah, my old monitor hasn't got an HDMI. It's that old.
Okay. Yeah, we would have to FaceTime, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah. All right.
So what kind of monitor?
What, my old one?
Okay. You want to hook that up to what?
To with this.
You can get a one of those converters where it's like an old plug, and then you plug it into that plug, and then plug that into your computer, like with an HDMI cable.
Yeah, I was looking at them.
That might work.
Yeah, I'll FaceTime you or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to be able to get my MT4 and not a different monitor, so I can watch both TradingView and MT4.
Exactly. Wow. What do we say?
Beautiful.
Get this set up every time. I don't know if Pat's with this, but this candle right here, this bearish candle, respecting this resistance with a wick. Every time, most of the time that gets filled. Can't say every time.
How many pips on you in profit?
30.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Keep dropping. Steve,
On the profits, you rather have the money or the points on the side?
Oh, I like the pips just because I'm aiming for 10 pips.
I like to have the pips too better.
Why? You can change this?
Yeah, man.
How do you do that?
Just right click it. You gotta go lower.
Okay.
You gotta go right here.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing it. Oh,
Just be careful you close your order though.
yeah. Oh, it's points.
That's points.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I got the pips up here with the magic keys, and then I'll just have the pips down here.
Can you imagine you try to change it, you close your order by accident?
I mean, I wouldn't be that pissed because I'm already pretty sure some profit, but I want to see this thing continue to drop. What's our next target?
That's a beautiful order right there, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Starting to wonder if I'm getting greedy right now.
You feel the wick. That's a nice feel right there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. This is one of those setups you want to journal every time. Perfect.
Brother, you want to ask me something or?
Absolutely.
You would keep holding on to that order even if you see the movement on the left.
Yeah. So let's take a look. Steve, were you saying something?
Yeah, I thought you kind of said something a few minutes ago. I thought you maybe want some. You.
Oh yes, yeah. I was talking to Giovanni, and then I thought we were done. So I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah,
to see if this all made sense to you.
Yeah, definitely. But currently I'm staying away because I kind of don't like any setups. Maybe waiting for a gold on these 15 minutes to break down, and that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good, Giovanni. Probably gonna cut another half of this. I cut half 3 times on this trade.
What was the initial volume?
The initial volume was 1.3 lots. Let's see. So that's the buy on gold. So it's these 3. So calculator. 0.59 plus 0.0 plus 0.5. 1.04 lot. It's just 1% up here. Just because I was planning on taking another 1% on gold when gold was forming.
You were in profits 40 pips or 30 pips?
Oh, I secured first at, I believe, 10. And then as we started to break down even more, I closed another percentage. So looking at the 1 hour over here on gold, the 1 hour closed above this previous resistance over here, and it filled this area, which is great. This is what we want. This candle ended up closing bullish, but below this area. We're going to continue down. We got another 30 minutes for unemployment. Thing is, the dollar right now is holding support right over here and respecting the bullish trend. Oh, we never went over this, Giovanni. This is beautiful. So what made you take this?
I had an idea that gold was gonna push bullish ever since it retested that trend line. And then I started noticing that they was making higher highs. I mean higher lows. I'm sorry.
Yep.
See.
Yep.
And then my candle came out, bro. My sexy candle. And this zone right here, this is a 4-hour zone. So price is gonna have a hard time passing through that zone, and it respected it. Nice rejection there.
Yep.
That candle had no top wick. I entered on that order, and boom, just blew up.
Beautiful.
Imagine if I would have held that order. I would have had like a 200 pips already.
Yes, sir. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, though. So we gotta. That's what you work towards. Holding these. You know, just even if it's a lower lot size, just like secure it, whatever you want, and then just hold it. Don't even look at it.
Yeah, because I was looking at the higher time frame, like daily and 4-hour. I did a Fibonacci, I think on the 4-hour.
Yeah, I thought you entered right over here. That's why I was asking what made you enter this. But I'm guessing you entered somewhere over here.
Sexy candle.
Okay. Right here, this one?
Yeah, that one right there.
The sexy candle.
So I did a Fibonacci on the daily. That's what I did.
Okay. Wait, Giovanni, have you met Stipe yet?
No.
Nah, Stipe. This is Giovanni. Stipe is from Croatia.
Nice.
Giovanni's from the beautiful islands of Turks and Caicos.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nah, he's from Miami. I'm just messing with his background.
Yeah, the background is kind of real.
So,
By
so
the
yeah,
way,
you were.
I got 50. I got 10, 11 pips on GJ. So.
Before with this move.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It just dropped. And by the way, I got some magic keys, but the software version, so not the physical one.
Damn, it took me out. I meant to leave a runner. I meant to cancel the take profit. Give me 2 seconds, guys. What's up?
I have gold hitting on my Fibonacci 1971 off the daily. It has a hard rejection. It has a double bottom on the 61.8%.
1871.
1971.
1971.
But it rejected. It made a double bottom on the 61.8.
Yep.
So it's gonna be bullish, but it's gonna go up really slow.
Yeah.
Because 61.8 means that it's just gonna, go up and down, until it reaches that certain level.
And the only thing is, if they do start tapering and they do increase interest rates, we're gonna tank though. We could also come right back down to 1680. Once we actually get like a real recovery, right now it's not much of a recovery, but if we get a real recovery, then you're gonna start to see a very similar move, as we point out all the time, to this over here. Because this was a 2008 market crash. So this was our recovery. Did the same exact thing. So are we going to increase interest rates? If we do, you're going to see this tank. But if we increase interest rates and the market crashes, this thing is catapulting. This thing will retap 2074. Easy. And create new historical highs. But let me use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see what we got here.
TJ is dropping hard.
GJS, damn, man. Motherfucker. Gotta love closing runners early. Yeah, I was looking at this level over here.
What, it hit your TP?
It hit my TP, and right before it did, I was trying to cancel the TP, and it ended up taking me out. Whatever. At least I had the proper analysis. But this level over here, where price is now, very critical level support. This is the 4 hour. This is a 4 hour zone over here. So are we going to break right through, continue down to 149,500, or is this going to be our low and we're going to react in this area? I believe we are. I believe at some point we're going to find some kind of a support in here. So let's see. Yeah, see, this is a daily support over here, daily zone, and you see it clearly on the 4 hour. But that's a big candle right here. Like, when's this 4 hour candle going to close? And we're getting up to 8:10 right now. So in about 15 minutes, this 4 hour is going to close. So are we going to create a bottom wick over here by retracing a little bit? And we could very well be retracing from this level over here. What we could do is form some sort of a support over here and then come right back up to retest this trend and then continue down. I don't know if we're going to go all the way back up there, but could get some sort of a retest. Gold is having some issues. But gold is also holding this zone over here.
How's your challenge going?
Good, man. I'm almost back to break even. I had a rough Friday. Not rough, but just took I think 2 losses. That I was risking a little bit too much, but I'm almost at 25,000, and then we'll grow up from there.
You got another 3 weeks, ain't you? Okay.
What was that?
You got about another 3 weeks, ain't you?
I didn't understand that.
You got about another 3 weeks left, ain't you?
Oh yeah, exactly. Part of me wishes I started this week after July 4th, and not like at the end of last month, but it doesn't matter. We'll still do it.
Is what it is.
Exactly.
So if I got it right, you need 3 months to get a real account.
No, that's the best part. So that's what I originally thought. I thought that, you know, the first stage is 1 month. You need 8%. The next stage is 2 months, and you need 4%. So a smaller percentage gain in that second phase. But there's no time limit, or there's no time minimum that you need to pass that challenge.
We're speaking about funding talent, right?
Funding talent, yeah. Funding talent, you could pass that in a week if you want, both phases.
Aggressive or standard account?
I think it's just a elite account or standard elite. Not sure.
Standard, yeah.
Let's see.
I thought it was 3 months minimum, and then if you pass, I don't know, what was the limit? Then
I believe it used to be that. That's what I've heard, at least.
So they changed it.
Yeah, they changed it to like there's no time that you need for this.
Just percentage gain.
Exactly. As long as you gain that 8%, you can do that in a week if you want.
Awesome, yeah. Well, it's possible, right?
Oh yeah, anything's possible.
Just a few good trades on gold, and that's it.
Exactly. Nice swing trade.
Good
Challenge
runner, and
gold.
that's it.
Yeah, phase 1 of the challenge is 30 days in length, and phase 2 of the challenge is 60 days in length. There is no minimum number of days that you must trade for either phase of the challenge. In order to pass each phase, the profit target must be met within the duration of respective phase you are on. And now you can restart it for free or something like that if, okay, so profit target not achieved. If you finish either phase of the challenge but do not reach the profit target, do not experience a drawdown violation, and were not profitable, then you will have a one-time opportunity to switch a Flex account at no cost. Flex. Profitable but did not achieve profit target. If you finish either phase of the challenge but do not reach the profit target, do not experience a drawdown violation, and were profitable, then you will be able to retry the challenge over from phase 1 for free. There is no limit to this free retry. As long as your account satisfies the above conditions at the end of either phase 1 or phase 2. Can't read that. In the conditions outlined above, you may instead choose to switch to the Flex account at no cost, but this can only be done once. The important thing to know here is that you cannot retry the challenge for free if your account was not in profit at the end of your phase.
Yeah, they changed the things. Yeah.
What was that?
They changed the things. It wasn't like
yeah,
that.
They changed things a little bit.
It's better, much better.
100%. Yeah, they did a good job. I think they're great. I love the way they operate. I love the girls that are doing it.
Yeah, I was listening when they were guests at Rakil's stream. So
yeah, we were asking them a ton of tough questions.
Yeah.
The best part is that was supposed to be FTMO, and they declined. And they stepped up. They were like, "Well, come on, we'll answer any questions."
Great, yeah.
So gold looks like it's increasing a little bit. Let's see the 15-minute. So the 15-minute ended up closing in this zone over here. So are we going to get some kind of a retest of this area to continue down, or are we going to get a support formed in here, or just crash right through?
Gold is ranging.
I should have scaled into this. Stipe, you dig into the course yet?
I just finished the mental foundation part.
Nice. How do you like it? Do you have any questions yet?
It's actually really great, but
what?
It's great.
Oh,
great,
cool.
Really, yeah. The videos are pretty short, but they have everything you need.
So that's what you want. Short videos, but a ton of videos on different subjects that you want. But sometimes what I've noticed is a lot of people don't like the 50-minute videos or the hour-long videos.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah. One key thing that you could do though is there's a little gear at the bottom right of that video.
Okay.
What you can do is speed it up.
Oh.
You can speed up the playback speed. So you can get through some of these videos a little bit quicker if you want.
Yeah, but these videos that are up 10 minutes, 15 minutes, everything's okay, really. So the content is really interesting. So they're really not boring.
Glad you like it, buddy.
Yeah.
Now, if you went through that whole section, so now when you start to feel like you're losing momentum and you feel like you're kind of like in a slump or whatever the case may be, go back to that section and listen to it again.
Yeah.
It'll help.
Good advice. Yeah.
It's almost like watching like a motivational video on YouTube or something to get yourself back up and going.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'll help you. So yeah, start implementing the AARs. Number one, that's so important. The V2MOM, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch in there. Good exercises that you can implement into your life and keep yourself on track.
I gotta get myself the book you recommended over there for how is it called? Extreme Ownership.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the audio book.
No, I like to read.
So. You like to read? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That book is really good.
I need paper in my hands to read it. It's kind of, yeah. I don't know. I hate the PDFs and stuff like that, so I really need a book, physical.
Okay. Yeah, everyone learns a different way, you know?
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. I think that's awesome that you like the book instead. Just going to journal this trade real quick. Now, Stipe, you can watch me journal again.
Yeah, definitely.
So just taking screenshots of every time. What's up, Pat?
You guys take any? Sorry, man, I was just dealing with my work issues. Did you guys take any trades?
No, it's all good. But we were actually looking at what we called before. Remember we were talking about this before we got on the phone. This resistance formed with this bearish candle with the wick to fill, where it passed the low of these candles. Perfect entry after this candle closes. And now if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you can enter as we pass the low of this wick. But this is something that you can journal and catch this, add this into your setup arsenal.
Cool.
I already took 2 trades today, so I kind of stayed out of this. What was that?
No, it's the perfect break and retest.
Yeah. Very nice resistance up here.
What the fuck is driving this like bearish move?
On GJ?
Yeah.
It's just the strength of the Japanese yen. If you see this, they're finally starting to catch up when it comes to COVID reactions. Also, people, oh my dear Lord. Yep, this is it. Look at this gap.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Japanese yen just broke above that yearly bearish trend over here. So that's a pretty big deal, guys. So you're going to see a further drop on GJ over here. Just wait for resistance to form and ride this thing down. Now, like I said, be aware of this area over here on the 4-hour and the daily. Right here. Previous liquidity zone, where also we printed a bullish big belt over here. And after that, look what happened. So again, former supports and resistances right in here. Price is now in that area. Are we going to continue down? The daily candle is so bearish right now. It's huge. So that's why, like, I set my TP down here. I meant to cancel the TP, but my price already took me out, like, as soon as I was trying to cancel. But I would have had this thing running. But this is a significant zone that we got to see what happens over there. So this is let's see the 4. Let's see what numbers are these.
GJ 15-minute broke the low again. It's just dropping.
$15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I stayed in this.
The last 5 minutes is huge.
Damn. Damn. That's beautiful. Not the fact that I'm out, but
I mean, but with 1 cent lot.
still, like you're still like gaining experience there, and you're feeling what it's like to be in that trade and hold that trade. It's a great feeling, no matter if it's a 1 cent lot or a $10 lot. You know, so that's awesome, man. How do you feel, Steve Bay, right now with your trading? Or are these live sessions helping you? Like, just give me a little indication of where you're at.
I'm kind of getting more disciplined with.
Cool. So you're no longer taking 12 trades.
Yeah, definitely. I had days with 25, 30, 40 entries.
40 trades?
Yeah, but small lots, definitely. And demo accounts, so.
Ooh. See, yeah, with that, I mean, majority of people don't succeed in trading at all. But when you're doing that, like the more trades you take, the higher it is, the higher probability is that you're going to lose.
Definitely.
So it's good that you learned that, and you're only 6 months in. So
yeah.
And you're joining at the right time so that we can get you right back on track, and then wait till we put together a trading plan for you. Make sure that you're on track with that.
Yeah, awesome.
Strong, bearish. Gary, you didn't catch this during London? Might be with the kids.
Talking to me?
Yeah, I was saying, did you catch any of this during London?
No, I was too focused on gold.
Okay.
I didn't even notice it, to be honest. Bit gutted, really. It's a massive move, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's all good, though. If you're focusing on another pair, that's totally fine.
How many pips is that from London?
Check right now.
And for a second, I thought it was Monty.
Who? Oh,
Gary. You guys sound exactly the same, man. Holy shoot.
They all sound the same over the pond over there.
Yo, I had to double check. I was like, damn, is that Monty or Gary?
I miss Monty.
Yo, Gary, you're on a roll this week, bro. Good shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's getting what?
You're doing
Couple
amazing,
guys
bro.
fucking
Keep it up, man. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Couple guys really like turning the corner, putting the work in, and David's one of them too. It's awesome to see. But Gary's killing it. Gary's been running the London chat even when people don't answer him.
Gold's back at the highs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this liquidity work right here. We got unemployment coming out in 3 minutes.
It could easily break up.
Look at it respecting this area right down here.
Man, and you saw what happened in Haiti?
Yeah, man, that's nuts.
Fucking president got assassinated, bro.
That's insane.
That is crazy.
All right.
I think it was done by a higher authority, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because Dominican Republic and Haiti, they hate each other. They're in the same border.
I bet.
It's like Mexico and Texas, just like that.
Yeah. More like North Korea, South Korea.
So my guess is that the president of Haiti didn't want to cooperate with the Dominican Republic.
Really? Okay.
And I think something happened there.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't really pay attention much to Haitian politics, so I didn't know what was going on. I just saw that yesterday morning. I was like, wow, that's nuts.
It's crazy what power does, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you can hide everything.
More powerful than money.
I think I'm going to head off.
All right, brother. Yeah, we're going to watch unemployment.
You guys
see what happens.
trade, man. You guys have a good day.
You as well, man.
Yeah.
Good job today. Good job calling gold as well on the 1 minute.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And I will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'll be flying to Santo Domingo.
Oh, wow. Going back down there?
Probably. I'll see because there's curfews over there still, so I can't do much.
True. What are you going down there for?
My brother's girlfriend's graduation.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah. So we'll be there, you know.
Good stuff.
But I'll see you guys back on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Enjoy the trip, man. Fly safe.
Thank you, man. See you guys later.
You as well.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Got a bad mosquito bite. All right, we got a minute to go. There we go. Ooh, bad unemployment. Could we get a further bullish move? Came out at 373 instead of, and worse than previous as well. I don't want to trade news though. I want to stay out of that. But we should get a further bullish move up here. Steve, we talked about trading news.
Not yet.
Okay, so when news comes out, not news is like a crazy headline. Economic data is what we see on Forex Factory. When you get a Forex Factory economic data coming out, unemployment claims, interest rates, whatever the case may be, wait for the reaction to the actual move. Because when you're trading the actual news, you're gambling. Like, you have no idea where price is going to go. Like, right now, we have an idea that gold should be continuing up, right? But right now, it's pushing down. Maybe it's grabbing liquidity before it heads up, but we don't know. So you want to wait about 10 to 15 minutes until you catch that trade after that data comes out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Because anything could happen, especially on gold.
I tried a few times with buy and sell stops, but that's really gambling.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Usually both get activated, so
Yeah.
it's a mess, definitely.
Yeah, trading news is not ideal. But like I said, you could definitely trade the reaction. Let's say a new high gets created from that news, we get that retracement, buyers come out of the market, and then all of a sudden you see that support form 10, 15 minutes later, boom, you take that up to retest the high. That's what you want to trade. But with that, I'm about to head off. We already took 2 trades today, almost 3, but great session. Let's continue it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so let's just be smart. Let's see what data we got coming out tomorrow. Ooh, we got Bailey speaking tomorrow. We got some CAD employment and unemployment rate. OPEC meetings tomorrow. And we got a pretty heavy day. They're all yellow folders, but 2 a.m. for London, you got a bunch of GBP data. So GDP coming out, goods trade balance, index of services, construction output, a lot of economic input going in or output coming out for the pound. So pay attention to that. Steve, do you trade London at all, or do you just wait for?
I usually do, but last 2 days I slept, and I'm really pissed on myself. So
Okay, that's all
I
good.
feel that.
So when you do trade London, just participate a little bit in the London chat, and Gary will be calling different things out for you. And also,
Okay.
like whatever you're seeing, you call out for him.
Sure.
We got to get that chat going a little bit more.
Sure.
Majority of people are in New York now, so it's tough.
If you guys want, or I don't know who trades London, we can do a Zoom. Even,
Sure.
so.
I'm sure Gary would love that.
Yeah.
And
you have to. I'm too.
Matei as well, I think. Who else? Pat might be trading London. So just write in the London chat, letting him know, like, all right, what do you want to do, and then go from there.
Okay.
All right,
Come
boys.
join me.
What was that?
So come join me.
Yes. Yeah, you guys can do a London session together.
That's it.
Yeah, sure.
Good stuff. You guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Be smart. We already took a couple trades today, so stay smart in the market and don't jump into anything impulsive. Of course, plan your days out. You know how it goes. Be a winner.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.
See ya. Bye.